And as Americans hit the road for the holiday weekend, everyone will see the effects of Harvey as they fill up their tanks. At least 2 major oil pipelines have been slowed or stopped because of flooding and damage from Harvey. A number of the refineries in the Gulf Coast are offline too. According to AAA, the current national price for a gallon of gas is $2.52. That's up 17 cents from the average about a week ago. Phil Flynn, an oil trader, senior market analyst for the Price Futures Group, also a Fox Business Network contributor, joins us from the trading floor on what this means going forward. Phil, obviously, normally a trading floor on a Friday afternoon is a pretty quiet time before a holiday weekend. I can imagine this has changed things.
It really has. I mean, we have traders that are up all hours of the night watching the developments here, probably getting a few hours of sleep, because what happens in Houston, what happens in Port Arthur affects the world. Not only the U.S. economy, but really when you think about Houston, we think of Houston as the refinery to the entire world. You know, gas prices aren't only going up here in the United States, they're going up in places like Mexico and Europe, all because of what's happening here. So it's critically important to really get these refineries and these pipelines back online as quickly as possible. And if they don't, of course, we're going to continue to feel the pain.
From a senior advisor to the president yesterday that he didn't know of any major damage to any refineries. Not that they weren't shut down, but that none were seriously damaged. What's the timeline on this to get these back up online and therefore get fuel flowing again?
Well, even in the worst hit refinery in the country, the biggest one in this country is in Port Arthur. With all the flooding there, you would think it would take months to get this back online. But that is such good news because that refinery was not damaged, so they are going to bring that refinery on back in 2 weeks. And that is a big deal. I mean, yesterday there was panic buying in gasoline in the futures market. At one point, the price of gasoline was up 28 cents a gallon. You know, today it's pulled back a little bit by about 6 cents a gallon. And some of that really is because of the good news we're getting on this. Also, waivers from the government on gasoline prices. And the Trump administration really has done some good things to try to calm the concerns of traders. For example, they released oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to help refineries who can't get the oil in to get back up online sooner. They waived EPA requirements. You know, the summertime blends versus winter blends. Forget that stuff. Mix it all together, get it in the pipeline so the pipelines can get going. They also, of course, are going to allow even more ethanol in the gasoline that the refiners produce. So all of this is easing concerns. But we're not out of the woods yet. There's still a long road ahead of us. Wholesale prices say the prices still could go up, but some of the worst case scenarios aren't going to happen.
Well, already at least shortages in some parts of Texas, even anecdotal evidence out of places like Dallas that there are shortages as people are trying to stock up. Phil, appreciate your insights and hope you guys get a little bit of sleep there over the weekend.